Welcome back, everybody, to Dead by Daylight. After we got wrecked in the plague match,
gotta redeem.
Gotta redeem. Hey, it's Michaela. I like Michaela.
Aw, they left.
Oh.
Come back.
We had a full team. We were ready for the video, and they're like, no. Thanks.
Yeah, Michaela's cute.
Yeah, Michaela might be a new main for me. Soon enough. Once I have more perks.
Basically,
it's Scuba Steve, Fangman, and maybe Michaela. Although I used to play Adam quite a bit. Adam was a... Context, this guy. I play him a lot.
he looks mean.
Actually, he's actually a doctor. Pretty cool. Yeah, that's just so the skin I have for him.
Huh.
And I play Cheryl every once in a while, too.
So is there a difference between survivors?
Just their initial perks, and their cosmetics, and that's it.
Okay.
Because, like, you can level up each character so far to the point that you get their perk as a teachable, and you can teach any of the other survivors that perk.
Gotcha.
Or you can buy it in the store if it's, like, in the shrine.
You know, fun character skins would be Team Fortress. Like, because one of those guys reminded me of the tank. Or whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they already have Bill in there.
Yeah, that was one of the things. It was like, it'd be have although that would be really kind of immersion breaking.
Yeah, it'd be very goofy.
Wait, what if the thing, the presence, the entity, invaded Team Fortress, and that was like, there's so many things they can do with it.
It doesn't work with the canon of the entity, though. Because the entity basically feeds off grief, hope.
You're telling me that there aren't griefers in Team Fortress 2?
Not in the canon. In the multiplayer, of course. But, like, we're also not invading Halo Infinite here, where people are like, I'm going to teabag you, and the entity's like, yes.
I approve of this. You are now the bad guy.
You are now the killer. Spartan 287483694420 XXX
69420. Nice.
And then Master Chief's like, the fuck?
What about another universe? Altered Beast.
Altered Beast.
The feed it feeds off the pain of the player.
One people have been asking for a while is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
And like the leaked one was The Conjuring.
I don't know how I feel about a 5. See?
Yeah, that's... Oh, I think it's like blood spatter on my face.
It looks like fishnets.
Yeah, it kind of does. I wonder if that's a graphical glitch or something. Or
Must
like... They decided to change it up, I'm not sure.
I was playing on your new TV anyway.
It's very nice.
Yeah?
Oh, it's Trickster. He already knows where I'm at? Do you have... Oh, he's got Lethal Pursuer? Oh, is he boosting? So this might not be recordable content.
Oh.
Oh.
What does that mean?
That means he wants... I think he's a friendly killer. So yeah, that sometimes happens where you get a match and the killer's just like, yeah, I want to D-rank, so I just want to lose. So yeah.
I could pause it, and then we can pick up another episode. Like, hey, this is the thing that happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pause it.
Yeah. And get closer to the Alright, so yeah, that was just a friendly match. So we're just gonna escape. I literally got 2.5 generators done. We'll call it good.
We'll be back with a real match.
A real match.
Pause it here. I can just cut out whatever counts.
Welcome back, everybody, to Dead by Daylight.
Alright.
We just double introed.
Yeah.
Because we're still trying to figure out if we want to keep the last match, because we literally just had a friendly match with a Trickster. Not good for content. I'm sure everybody would be like boring their eyes out, like, because that's how I'd be.
That's how you were.
That's how I felt. I got 2.5 generators done and nothing else, and I'm like, well, and I escaped. Let's use a shitty toolbox. Worn out tools.
What does that do?
It's just a toolbox that you use. You use toolboxes to sabotage hooks, so basically dismantle them.
Really?
Yep. Or you can use them to speed up your process on a generator.
So if you dismantle a hook, so why doesn't everybody bring toolboxes and dismantle hooks?
Because it's only a limited time that it works on the hook.
Okay.
And also, every time you dismantle a hook, it gives a prompt to the killer where you're at.
Yeah, but if, like, let's say you had really good teamwork and you had 4 people working on 4 hooks, and the killer's like, well, they're everywhere.
Well, then the issue becomes, why aren't you working on generators?
Because you're fucking up the killer?
Are you griefing? You're griefing the killer?
Yes. I mean, they are a killer. They're trying to kill you.
They're just doing their job, man. The entity literally has them hostage just like you.
I know. What about Stephen King shit?
That's been something that people have wanted.
Like, they could totally put...
Developers want Pennywise in there. They've been asking for him for years.
Jack
might be a little hard because that's a little actor. Well, he's tied to mostly.
Well, I mean, you don't have to use, what's his face?
I was gonna say Hugh Jackman. It's Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, you don't have to use Jack Nicholson.
Huge Jack Nicholson.
Although Jack Nicholson is fucking iconic.
Yeah, that's kind of the issue.
You could just use Jack.
I mean, I actually wouldn't be surprised Jack Nicholson would be okay being in the...
He probably would.
The other issue is Stephen King might not be okay with Jack Nicholson being the portrayal for it because he hates the movie.
Does he?
Yeah, because it has so many differences from the book that, yeah, Stephen King hates it. Because Stanley Kubrick, who directed it, was more worried about making the movie good.
So, that sound, that intro music, does that mean this is Myers?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we already had someone disconnect. Nice. That's a good start to the match.
Extra difficulty. Get good, scrub.
Yep. Difficulty notch just went up. ASAD, no run. Win out the game.
I don't think I've ever seen this map.
Yeah, the Michael Myers map's kind of fun. Kind of bad sometimes.
What do you have to do in this one? It's the same thing?
Yeah. All the matches are just generators.
But this one only specifically comes with Mike Myers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually when they drop a killer in Survivor, it comes with a map tied to them.
Like, the only maps I've ever seen you play on was the farm and... Oh, the farm...
There's the Stranger Things one, which was the lab.
The lab, and the last one.
Okay.
This is
yeah, those are original ones. This one, this one's the Michael Myers one. We're playing as Freddy. Okay.
Freddy?
Yep, Freddy Krueger.
You can have Freddy and Mike Myers in this map.
Well, the maps are randomized, unless someone puts, like, an offering. So, like, yeah, the point is, you should, for the most part, know who you're playing against just by looking at a map. It should just be what's going on in the match. So, like, if I was paying attention, I could have seen that I had a timer on me to see that I was going to fall asleep, and I would know, oh, I'm going to play against Freddy. Or, like, if you're playing against the pig from Saw, you'll see, like, the puzzle boxes with the jigsaw puppet on it. Like, oh, I'm playing against the pig. Or the plague, if you see a fountain, you're like, oh, I'm playing against the plague.
Yeah, you've explained that before, I just... Short memory.
Well, that's okay.
No. I don't have enough capacity. I need more RAM.
General Ram?
General RAM? General Custard.
He's got the codes.
I like this map. This is very atmospheric.
Well, it adds on to the fact that we're in sleep mode, too, so, like, everything's all cloudy and all the leaves falling. That's because of Freddy.
But even, like, the shitty abandoned town...
Yep.
Like, I like it. You know what I think would make a terrifying map is, like, the farmhouse, but at night. Because, like, you ever been wandering around by a cornfield at night? Like, you just think about all the shit that could be hiding there, and you just would never know.
I don't remember if they have a dark farmhouse. I think that one they keep for, like, nighttime sort of thing. Probably because, like, the stocks might be a little hard to figure out for the killer if that's a survivor or not at night. Which might keep them at a disadvantage.
Stocks?
The corn stalks. Because during the day you can kind of tell, like, oh yeah, there's a survivor right there. But, like, during night it might be more so like, oh shit. Get the hell out of here.
I think that would be part of the fun. Part of the terror.
Well, it's not part of the terror, it's more so just making it harder for the killer to play.
Well, if you're a killer, if the stocks are moving, then you know that it's a survivor. If it's a survivor, seeing the stocks moving, you don't know whether it's a killer or another
I think
survivor.
the stocks actually move, though. That'd be something like if they implemented more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Environmental interaction.
Environmental interaction and physics.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's still either way, just... I don't know. Like, the generators would be so far away from the cornfields that the killer couldn't, like, literally just jump out and one-shot you. But close enough that you just are terrified of the cornfields.
I mean, the generators are in the cornfields.
Yeah, but that map... That's gross.
Yep.
Why was that bleeding?
Because Freddy Krueger was coming out of it. You can warp to generators.
Ah.
Yep.
That's...
Yeah, Freddy Krueger's kind of wild. He used to be, like, really bad to play as because you used to only be able to hurt people when they were in the dream realm. But now they made it so, like, when he hits you, you go into the dream realm, and that's when he hurts you immediately, too. So, well, that makes more sense and more fun to play as Freddy.
That was...
I kind of wish they would rework Bubba, though, because, like, he's like one of the licensed characters they haven't done anything with, and he just seems broken, because he's just a very easy killer to play as, and also, like, there's just some times where you just can't do anything with him.
What license from?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, okay.
He's Leatherface.
Yeah. I want to see a nighttime cornfield where corn is the prevalent... Like, not the
band?
farm... Huh?
The band? Jonathan Davis is in the map? Ooh, ooh. This is a corn concert.
There's another idea.
A concert setting?
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been an idea for Trickster, because they haven't released a Trickster map.
Like, seriously, he just... I mean, horror is also a thing where... What about a haunted carnival? Or a carnival?
They sort of have one already.
Do they?
One of the maps, like, part of the map, there is a carnival part. But a full-out one would be kind of cool.
Like a haunted... Or a haunted house. Like, you know, you gotta...
Like an urban-styled festival map.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
But no, I'm thinking about where... like a concert where the music is so loud you can't hear anything. What was it? There's a movie I watched. It was such a terrible horror movie, but
See, they can't mess with sound settings too much because that's actually part of the game. Like being able to hear the terror radius and everything, and being able to hear the generators when you're the killer.
Right, but what if you, as the killer, can hear it, and as the player, not so much? But they give you other advantages in it, but they're visual.
That gets messy.
Now you're in the dream realm?
I'm already in the dream realm.
Oh.
I fell asleep earlier. Then that messes with perks in the first place then, and then that's when you start getting messed with.
Okay, fine.
Messes with balancing. I think it's a cool idea, and I agree. It's just like...
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah. Like, the way I've always explained it is, like, Dead by Daylight is kind of like a fighting game, where, like, when you add a new character, it can break the entire thing.
Right.
Like, it's really... But I agree, a concert setting would be really cool. And like I said, Trickster is, like, the perfect example of a character they should have done that with. And it sounds like they had thoughts about doing a Trickster map, and they just never panned through. Because he's literally a murderer DJ. K-pop DJ dude.
What about... He looked like he had a broken neck. Flop.
Kinda. Can I heal you?
Have a med pack?
I mean, we can heal each other without a med pack. Oh, yeah. He just woke himself up. Nice. I forget that you can't see their clocks. So I'm like, huh?
Queen. I like it. Slaughterhouse?
What about it?
What about a slaughterhouse?
They kind of have one in one of the farm maps.
But I mean,
they could do a full straight up slaughterhouse house. It could be kind of cool.
Like, yeah, I'm just trying to think of things that invoke terror, like locations that invoke terror, or campgrounds.
I don't think they actually have any campgrounds, to be honest.
They should, especially with
the
licensed. Well, they don't have a license, Jason, do they?
No.
But maybe they're saving that idea for
when they get Jason.
When.
I think once Jason is ready to go, it's more of a when than an if.
Yeah, but it's been a when forever, hasn't it?
Well, it's because
Because
of all the lawsuit stuff, which has gotten the way they explained it is now that some of the lawsuit stuff has been settled, it's just slightly less crazy to figure out than what it was before, but it's still kind of up in the air because they still have to figure out other stuff.
Let's see.
And it's all up to license holders if they're even okay with it. Like in the case of, like, they've approached Stephen King, or at least his estate or whoever is representing him for it multiple times. They've been told no.
I mean, it would be terrifying.
Yeah, Pennywise would be perfect.
Actually, the Stephen King universe would fit this so well. Like, it's almost like this was designed around the Stephen King universe.
Well, yeah, because Dark Tower is kind of that thing, isn't it? Where, like, it's like, it makes all the Stephen King stuff kind of in one shared universe, sort of. That was my understanding of Dark Tower, at least.
Aww. Guess you just won't die, huh?
Maybe.
Like, we're not getting it. Like, because you haven't done any generators.
I have helped on a couple. I don't think I've finished any, though, because I've been getting chased or... Yeah. I finished one or not. I think I did finish one. I think it was an upstairs one.
Ghostbusters.
I mean, they could, or at least do like the costume.
Yeah, just as a, not as a bad guy,
just like a cosmetic thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they've done that before. I'm pretty sure where they've just had cosmetics from things. Well, actually, they did that with Naughty Bear, which made sense because like they're the same developers. They had like a Naughty Bear keychain or something.
Yeah, I cannot help but think that.
I think
Stephen King universe, which is perfect.
I think with Five Nights at Freddy's, it'd give you a good map, pizzeria, arcade place.
Yeah. Although it'd have to be the bigger one.
Just woke myself up to possibly get hit again, to be put back to sleep. Oh, he hit me. Oh, that didn't put me to sleep.
So does this hit just your timer down?
It might just, yeah, it might just...
But it moves your timer down so much that you also...
Or maybe, oh no, because I woke myself with the clock already, it kind of cancels that out for that little bit.
But you weren't sleeping and that hit.
Well, that's because they've reworked him now, so he always...
Oh,
he still hurts you.
Got
it used to be that he could only hurt you in the dream realm, which made it very not fun to play as Freddy.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
So yeah, we're not redeeming ourselves this episode. I don't think.
Nope. Game.
I want to thank Asad No Run for not showing up.
You jerk.
Basically. Yeah, I don't know, like... Yeah, you're right. It looks like...
Fishnets all over.
I think that might be like a graphical issue.
It's just something you never noticed in 4K, that's all.
Well, I know they've like reworked like some for looks and everything too. Also, my Xbox is like melting.
I mean, it could be. You need to put it inside a mini fridge. We could get some dry ice.
Or we're gonna have people online there and be like, is he just ending the game? Is he letting us leave?
Maybe.
Maybe. Do I dare tempt fate? Maybe he just want to get his two hooks on each of us and call it good. Maybe he's a nice Freddy.
Another nice man.
Well, I mean, sometimes with the killers, like, they feel bad when someone quits out, so they won't, like, end your match on you.
Huh. Those.
Yeah, because it's kind of one of those things, like, you got screwed for no reason of your own fault.
So they know that the other person quit out?
Yeah, because they'll see that symbol on the left side where his name is.
Huh.
That's a disconnect symbol. And they also get a bonus that says quitter penalty. You get plus 500 points.
But they did. Oh no, Agathor let themselves die. Probably because they wanted to get a match that they could play and win.
Yeah. That's the one I... So we sort of cheated it and redeemed ourselves, I guess? Like...
I mean, is what it is.
Is what it is.
It's the online... What's the timer next to King Queen?
That's your going back to sleep timer.
So you get to see his going back to sleep timer too?
So you get an idea, like, because you can wake each other up too, as long as you're not both in the dream realm.
Slap him.
It's like a clap over their head or whatever.
Huh.
Kind of works like how you can heal each other. I think of other characters I'd love to see. Like, I think Mr. Boogie or Bagul from Sinister would be pretty cool. I itch my nose, and that's when I get the skill check.
You were saying that the other something.
It's how it always is. Or like when I have glasses on and I go to adjust my glasses, that's when it's like, oh yeah, skill check, by the way.
You gotta use your other hand.
Predator and Alien would be really cool, but they have to figure out a really weird way to work it out, probably.
Yeah, because Predator isn't really like that. Like, he isn't a bad... They aren't
well,
bad
they're hunters,
people.
though.
Yeah, they're hunters, but, like, you could say
and
that
there
all
are
these
bad
people
predators
are...
out there. Because you've only seen, what, the first movie or two?
First movie in an AVP.
Because the third movie kind of covers
Oh yeah, no, I've seen...
Predators kind of covers a whole hierarchy with the Predators, and like they're like at war with each other. Let's put it that way. There are bad Predators out there that literally are just assholes. We'll put it that way. But the entity also like could be pushing on them enough, be like, hey, you're not going anywhere. You have to kill for me.
I don't see that working. I don't see that working out at all. Just to be honest.
I think they'll figure out a way to make it work if they have the chance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, they made Demogorgon, which was the first time they had like a creature as a killer.
Yeah, but that makes sense. I wonder what happened if you could implement a flying.
That's something they've looked at too, and they just couldn't figure it out. Because Jeepers Creepers would be like one of the first ones they'd probably do then. Same with yeah, there's some weird mechanics that they've tried looking at it, and they're like, we don't know how to make that work. Like Legion, the guy with the knife or whatever, they're planning on making it so he would like pretend to be a survivor.
Yeah.
But they just couldn't find a way to like make it work without breaking it, or being too unfair, possibly.
I feel like I could. Anyway.
Good luck.
Dead by Daylight.
Yep.
Join our social medias, please. And thanks for watching.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!